magic meter running low? Well, we've got a cure for you. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli.
And I'm Patrick Dugal.
And Patrick.
Yeah.
Halloween is so close. Very excited. Our favorite time of year.
Yes.
And of course, we've been talking a little bit about Disneyland and Walt Disney World and what's going on there. And don't worry, we'll be having a full-on Halloween episode about that later on. But we're not the only Disney parks having some Halloween fun.
Nope.
Over at Tokyo DisneySea, they're having a fun Halloween time. It's running through November 1st. They're using both parks.
Fun.
Lucky them.
I know.
Both parts. Now, we don't do that here. I don't even know if I've seen a Halloween decoration over at Disney California Adventure.
Now, last year, they did have a Halloween version of Mad Tea Party.
Did they?
Yes. But it's Diamond Mad Tea Party, so they
This
can't.
Diamond celebration's killing everything.
So they can't do that. But yes, they had a Halloween Mad Tea Party.
I remember they actually used to decorate, like go full on decorate, because I think, yes, I am correct. Mickey's Halloween Party, which was under a different name at the time, I believe, used to be at Disney California Adventure.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think they did it there because, closing Disneyland Park early is never like a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they found the ticket sales went up for Mickey's Halloween Party when it was over at Disneyland, so which I guess makes sense. But they used to, they had giant candy corn all over the place. I remember they had some pretty fun Halloween stuff going on. I wish they'd still decorate it at least.
Yeah.
But they haven't done that for a while. So, but in any case, in Tokyo Disney, they do it both at Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo DisneySea.
The volcano is actually a giant candy corn.
Is it?
Nope.
I was going to say, God, that's awesome.
I lied.
Some map projection. Oh, man. I got really excited for a second. You meanie.
I mean, it could be. I don't know.
It's a Mount Wanahakaluki.
Yeah.
Yeah. So both Mediterranean Harbor, they have a cool show called Villain's World, which looks fun. It actually looks really nice, but it's Tokyo Disney Sea, so of course it looks really nice.
And they always have the best merch, so
yeah,
Halloween merch is awesome.
Well, it's interesting to me though, because not only is Tokyo doing it, Hong Kong is as well, and I could be wrong on my history here, but I thought Halloween was a very American holiday.
I don't know, because
I know British friends and Australian friends who really don't, they know of the holiday because they watch American movies and such, but they never really do anything on it spectacular.
I think they do. Of course, Japan I can see because you see the horror movies that come out of Japan.
That's true.
They love that stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I think what we said about Paris before, how it's more of a harvest kind of festival. I actually think it's like ours, where it's
they call it Disney's Haunted Halloween over at Hong Kong. So yeah, it's more like ours than the traditional harvest thing that you were saying with Paris. But it's interesting. I didn't realize that they did it as big there. Hong Kong, let's see, that theirs runs through Halloween night. Okay, one of the coolest things I've seen. Have you seen the picture of Chernobog?
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness! Right in their hub, they have a giant Chernobog in front of the castle.
Ooh.
Oh my God. If you don't know who Chernobog is, he's the giant demon in the big Night on Bald Mountain sequence in Fantasia. Very cool, iconic character. A lot of people don't know by name, but it's a sight to be seen. I'm a big fan of that. They also have this thing called the Scream No More Challenge. In fact, Chernobog's part of this Scream No More Challenge. Apparently, you go to areas of the park that are terrifying. I say with air quotes, and your challenge is to not scream.
Oh,
I didn't get, from what I was reading,
okay.
I wasn't really understanding it, but I'm if that's what it is, I could pretty easily do that. I'm sure it's for 2-year-olds or something, but, and then of course, guest makeovers at the boutique. Ha! And, you like that one? And they have a sideshow carnival extraordinaire in Adventureland. So they really do it up in Hong Kong as well. And yeah,
I want to go.
Okay, let's go.
Okay,
tomorrow.
All right.
Sounds good. Speaking of Hong Kong, though, they recently, last month in September, had their 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
10 years. I kind of remember when Hong Kong was new. And one of the coolest things about Hong Kong, if you've probably seen pictures, is the park's surrounded by mountains. It's a really interesting backdrop. You're not used to seeing that behind a Disney castle, but it's pretty beautiful. They're calling it, guess what they're calling it?
Their Halloween?
No, their 10th anniversary.
Diamond anniversary.
No, that's the 60th. It's the Happily Ever After celebration. And they're getting a new show there featuring Mickey Mouse. Any idea what it might be?
Mickey and the Wondrous Book?
Yeah. Sounds a little familiar, eh?
Hey.
Mickey and the Wondrous Book. Sounds a little like Mickey and the Magical Map.
With Frozen.
Yeah, and they mention, Little Mermaid's part of it and Jungle Book. So it sounds very, very reminiscent.
Basically, the premise of this one is it's Mickey and Goofy, and they open this book, and Olaf falls out. So they have to try to get him back in the book.
Are you being serious?
No, I swear. That's the premise of the book. So
they're like, even Mickey and Goofy don't want to deal with Olaf. They're like, get back in the book. Oh God.
So yeah, that's the premise. I was surprised it's not a rock celebration because Tokyo's 15th is like the crystal celebration, the crystal wish.
Oh yeah. You're right.
So
it's the Happily Ever After celebration.
It's not the Emerald celebration.
Yeah. I had to laugh when I was reading about the show. I was like, wow, that sounds extremely familiar.
Oh, one more so that some map makers are leaving to go to that show.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
That they're pulling from Disneyland cast.
I'm telling you, I think we're getting the Magical Maps days are limited.
No, they're doing like recasting.
Okay, you sure? You good? Yeah. You're all good? It's all good, folks. Oh God. Also, for the 10th anniversary, they're doing an enhanced version of their Disney and the Star Fireworks show using map project. And I'm telling you, when we look back in 10 years, it's going to be such map projection overkill. Woo! It's going to be like black lights. No, we're just like, oh, really? More black light? All right. And, Ferrytale Forest is coming to Fantasyland. This sounds pretty cool. You know about this? No. Okay. This is, it sounds, it's...
Was it what New Fantasyland was supposed to be?
You mean in Florida?
Uh-huh.
What was it supposed to be?
They were supposed to be like Snow White had her little cottage, and then Sleeping Beauty had her little cottage, and there's all like princesses' cottages, and you go to their cottage to meet them.
Life size?
Yeah. It was like in a forest too.
This is more like Storybook Land meets Pixie Hollow.
Okay.
So you're gonna travel through this Ferrytale forest, and you're gonna see miniatures of the scenes from the movies and the homes of the princesses, I believe. And then at the end, you meet Tinkerbell.
Life size?
Yeah, life size Tinkerbell. Oh no, it's gonna be a CG Tinkerbell. No, you're gonna meet life. So like I said, it's kind of like Storybook Land meets Pixie Hollow. So
cool.
It actually sounds really nice, and Fantasyland expansions are happening everywhere. And speaking of big celebrations, as you know, we're in the middle of our Disneyland 60th celebration, which has an official end date.
Yeah.
Which is...
Into the 61st.
Into the 61st, so September 5th, 2016, at which point we will have celebrated the 61st on July 17th, 2016. This is normal for Disney celebrations. Like, their Year of a Million Dreams, or whenever it's a year-long thing, it's usually 18 months. I find this a little strange, though. I know that they did the same thing for the 50th. I do find it strange. Because, like, really, what are we going to do on the 61st? It's like,
nothing.
Happy 61st. Let's continue celebrating 60.
Yes. But it's ending right in time for Halloween. So
yeah, it's...
Maybe we'll get our, like, normal Halloween...
decorations. Back. Yeah, it is a little... It's a little weird. Just having everything so abridged, it feels like from the decorations to, I mean, no snow will be going on the castle this year for Christmas. It's like a lot of weird stuff happening because of the 60th, which I'm okay with as a local. I don't know if I would be as a tourist. I don't know. It's such, you're getting something and you're losing something, I guess. So.
Yeah.
But to me, it's weird. September 5th. That's weird. It's just weird. But I guess they have to keep the summer tourists local since everything will be closed. And they're raising prices. But in any case, yep, that's happening.
And then over at Disney California Adventure, of course, the Bugs Life theater is always changing into new things. It's never Bugs Life for too long. Yeah. On November 16th, we are getting a sneak peek of the Good Dinosaur, which we both saw clips of at D23, so I'm probably just going to cry again.
Probably the same footage we've seen for the most part.
Yeah.
Are you that emotionally attached to that
I
movie?
think so.
It's interesting. I'm excited to see it, but no more so than I would be for any other Disney Pixar movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's dinosaurs, so there's a little extra push for me. But yeah, I feel like I've just been hearing about it for so long that I'm kind of like, all right, like,
Come out now.
yeah, it's when you hear about something for so long, it kind of, I don't know, the anticipation has waned at this point for me.
And it's not too far ahead of the actual release. I think a week later, Good Dinosaur actually comes out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, after that week, I guess it'll be outdated again.
Yeah, well, but that doesn't stop it. It's a commercial.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say though, after seeing a lot of the previews, I am more interested in the movies. Like, I didn't go see this, but after seeing the Ant-Man preview, I was like, oh, I don't think that I would hate that as much as I thought I initially would. So it serves its purpose. I love the Bugs Life show, and so especially since, ever since Honey, I Shrunk the Audience went away, it's my favorite 3D show, and the Muppets are gone. So yeah, it's like kind of the only. Is that the only 3D show at Disneyland Resort now? Because Honey, I Shrunk the Audience is gone, Captain EO's gone, the Muppets 3D is gone.
Yeah.
I think it's the only 3D
Like
show. Not counting Toy Story Midway Mania or anything. So I love It's Tough to Be a Bug. I hope that they don't get rid of it. I did hear that Hopper recently started leaking oil all over the place, which is always fun. That's one of the best audio animatronics ever. I love that character. So Good Dino, that's here at the Bugs Life Theater, but also heading to Hollywood Studios, and a location that was a little bit of a surprise to me. It's going where One Man's Dream is. Yeah. So normally it goes what's called the ABC Studios, or
the random theater.
Which is normally empty. Like, it's something that is only used for special previews like this. So I'm curious what's happening. Where is that theater located? Over by Indy,
It is
right?
next to, it's like almost attached to the Frozen sing-along
Oh, okay.
theater that used to be
The Hyperion.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm wondering like what they could be doing in that space in order for it not to be going there. And it's only, I think adds to the fact that there are tons of rumors about the fact that One Man's Dreams days are limited.
Yeah.
Although they do say it's going to return December 5th. One Man's Dream will be back December 5th. So what does that mean? It's
Maybe it's just like a walkthrough exhibit kind of thing. I don't know.
So they're going to, I think they're saying they're only going to use the theater at the end where they show the film.
Interesting.
So yeah, it will be interesting. So that'll be October 16th through December 5th at Hollywood Studios. Here, I don't think they gave an end date. Wouldn't be surprised if it's the same thing though. Or maybe a little longer. I don't know. I guess it depends on how long it takes to fix Hopper. No, I'm sure he's fixed already. But yeah, so that's kind of cool. I do like the previews. Not gonna lie. It's always like that kind of, as a frequent visitor to the park, it's always like, oh, something new. Yeah, totally. Something new to do. So now a little news that I think will upset you a little bit. Not me so much, although he's already gone here. Goodbye, Duffy.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I thought you liked Duffy and his pumpkin costume.
I like Halloween Duffy.
Halloween Duffy. Duffy the bear is gone. Officially gone from Epcot. That's where he used to live. He's been replaced by Daisy Duck, which I think is a really interesting choice.
Sup, girl?
Oh, no. Where did Duffy meet in Epcot? Do you know?
He met, so right when he walked into World Showcase going towards Mexico on the left, he had the little,
awning?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so he wasn't, in a specific country?
No.
Okay, because I was going to say, what is Daisy... Not that Duffy ever had anything...
I think they call that No, it's not the International Gateway. That's the one by... France. Anyway.
Yeah. Longtime listener Robert Sammons is heartbroken over this.
I'm sorry.
So, sorry, Robert. Yeah, Duffy's gone. Now, he's still overseas, I believe, which is where he originated and is huge. And... I know they sell the different costumes for Duffy, for your little bear. Is he like Build-A-Bear though? You can't get him empty and then fill him. Right?
I don't know.
You just dress him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And was he in our Christmas parade?
He was on the roof of the gingerbread house.
Okay. So he'll probably be gone. Although he's been out of this park for a while. Yeah. Because he used to be at Disney California Adventure. He's been gone for quite some time. I never liked Duffy. I just was so confused by Duffy. I'm kind of a Duffy hater, to be honest.
I'm sorry.
I know. No, it's okay. I've like worked through it. Everything's fine.
Great.
But I definitely, this might have happened because of my letter campaign to get rid of Duffy. Not true. I didn't actually do that, so please don't write.
It's his fault. He's gone.
Not my fault.
Please
at all.
write Jeff all your comments.
Oh goodness. So yeah, Duffy's gone.
And Shelly May, who's never at the parks.
Who?
Shelly May.
Who's that?
Girl Duffy.
There's a female Duffy?
You don't know about Shelly May?
No, first of all, I don't think she ever made it to Disney California Adventure, did she?
No one. She never made it to the U.S.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, is she at Epcot? I've legit.
But no, they have a full-on Duffy and Shelly May show in.
They have a show?
Yeah, in Tokyo.
I ignored Duffy. Like, honestly, scrolling through Twitter, it says Duffy.
Yeah, I think it's
skip.
I don't know what's going on because it's not in English, but I think it's like like Fat Mickey and Minnie or something. Something happens, they get sad, and like Duffy comes to life, and then Shelly May comes down, and at one point Duffy's naked, and they have to dress him.
Oh. Well, that's legitimately made to sell clothes for your bear. Like, that's like, you can't have a naked Duffy. Dress him. Available in the gift shop across the way. Like, that's hilarious. I kind of want to see that. I'm sure it's available on YouTube. Yeah,
It is.
What's it called? Duffy and what's her name?
Shelly May.
Duffy and Shelly May
Show at Tokyo.
Full frontal or something. What? This has gone in a very weird direction.
It's all you.
I'm loving every minute of it. Oh, weird.
Anyway.
Anywho, something that I actually would love to experience is coming our way. The Ferrytale Wishes cruise. Have you heard about this? I'm stoked about this, although it's kind of pricey. You can now, they have a cruise option for the Magic Kingdom fireworks. You take you didn't know the name of it, did you?
Nope.
Ferrytale Wishes, which is cute and clever. Of course, it's a dessert party. Disney and their dessert parties, they must have done the math and figured out, like, okay, the cheapest way to feed people and gouge them of their money is through dessert. Mm-hmm. Like, they had to have figured that out at some point. There's so many dessert parties. But Ferrytale Wishes, of course, the nice thing about this is the ferry that takes you, I believe, what do they call the parking lot there? It's got like an official name for the Magic Kingdom. Isn't there like a name for that?
It's just the Magic Kingdom parking lot.
No, but
there's like heroes and villains sides.
No, I thought. Well, in any case, the boat that takes you from that parking lot to the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, the Transportation Ticket Center.
That's what I was thinking of.
It's not really the parking lot; it's the Transportation Ticket Center.
Okay, well, the Transportation.
Where you can buy tickets.
Center,
you can get on the monorail. You can go on the ferry. It's the hub of transportation.
It's the TTC.
Yeah, TTC.
It's the TTC.
That's exactly what I think.
I know.
We breathe everything.
He just abbreviated the word abbreviate. He just said,
I'm telling you.
He just said we just abbreviate everything. You abbreviated the word. High five for that. That was amazing.
That's
I love that.
High five.
Better high five. There we go.
It's actually called a 5. Just a 5.
Oh, it's just a 5.
Yeah.
We just abbreviated high five.
A brief 5.
This show is now just called Coast to
DCTC.
Coast. DCTC. Well, we've been calling it that forever. So. Wow, that's hilarious. So yes, in any case, you pick up one of those ferries, takes you out into the water. I am going to assume, although I have not read this, they're gonna pump the music onto the ferry. Right? Yeah. Given. But of course,
And then they're gonna flip it.
Flip the ferry.
Yeah, it's part of the experience.
Oh well, this is a Wet and Wild experience. That would be costly and weird, and I think Patrick made that up personally.
No.
Yes. Now this experience, do you guess how much?
$150.
$99. And
Typical.
then if you're a kid, $69.
Is Tiana on there?
I don't think so. No. I do think it's cool. I actually wish there was a way. I'm sure there's a body of water somewhere where you could do this. I think they should have a cruise where like you go out and you can see the Magic Kingdom fireworks and the Epcot fireworks. And if Hollywood Studios is having fireworks that night, that as well. How cool would that be?
No.
There's no water area where you could do all that?
Not all 3 of those.
Rooftop of a hotel?
Yes.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And Universal fireworks as well.
The rooftop either be really far from Hollywood and Epcot.
Which hotel?
Well, just in general, like I don't think there's any like middle ground hotel. You'll be either pick one that's close to Epcot and Hollywood and
Gotcha.
far from Magic Kingdom, or pick one close to Magic Kingdom and far from Epcot.
They need to build a resort called the Fireworks Hotel where, like, that's the whole purpose, is go to the rooftop and watch all 3 fireworks.
Or sponsored, but not really, the Orlando Eye.
Oh, can you see all the fireworks from there?
So
I'd be like, okay, stop me at the top
you
here.
can see Universals as well.
Seeing fireworks from unique places is really cool. Now, I would not suggest it for first-time visits because, of course, you want that full-on experience in the park. But, like, I have done Disneyland fireworks while on Big Thunder Mountain, while on the Matterhorn. Like, it's pretty awesome.
I've been at a hotel by Epcot, and I found the music, and I synced it.
We did that here, too,
Yeah.
at Disneyland. When you were visiting.
Very good at syncing fireworks to music.
Yeah, it was through YouTube clips. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And yeah, I did it from the top of what's the new Contemporary called? I was staying
Bay Lake
there.
Tower?
Bay Lake Tower. I was staying at Bay Lake Tower, and they have the bar at the top there where you can watch the fireworks. And it was cool, and it's super convenient, especially if you're staying at the hotel. It's like, hey, watch the fireworks, go to your room. But I definitely still preferred seeing it in the park. I mean, these days with all the projection and stuff that is such a huge part of the fireworks shows, it's kind of big. And so you miss a lot.
Usually 4th of July is the only one I won't go into the parks for. At least at Walt Disney World. Well, they do it twice. One day I'll go into the parks, but it's crazy. And the next day, usually I'll go up to the Polynesian beach.
Yeah. Now, just Magic Kingdom you can see from there? And they pump the music there. So nice. Fireworks are grand. I love fireworks. People who don't love fireworks, I don't understand you. But, oh, by the way, in addition to all of that fireworks and dessert fabulousness, you walk away with a souvenir plate and a glow glass. And a glow glass, yep. I would love to be in the meetings of the teams of people who create these experiences. I really would, just because I think they're so fun. It gets to a point of hilarity. There's so many of them, and they're so similar, and I would just love to see the price point breakdowns of this is why this is this much. It fascinates me. Anywho, nerd. Also, in some movie news, we're getting an Enchanted sequel.
Disenchanted.
Disenchanted is the name of the Enchanted sequel. That's all we know. There has been no cast announced. I actually forgot, although this works very well for Disney at this point, Idina Menzel is in Enchanted.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about that. It has been, I think I saw Enchanted once in theaters in 2007.
I think the best part was when she was like doing press for Frozen. She's like, so, this is your first Disney movie? And she was like, no.
No. Yeah, I would totally have thought that. I completely forgot.
First animated, yeah. Half.
Was she animated? No, she wasn't animated in Enchanted. I would have to go back and watch Enchanted to really... I have, like, visual moments that I remember. I remember Susan Sarandon, right? Turned into a dragon, but I'm like, I don't really know why. Like, what were you trying to do? The killer and why? Like, I don't know. I don't remember Enchanted that well. And so it's 2015 right now. Disenchanted still doesn't have a cast, which means what? The earliest 2017, which means it's going to be 10 years later. I'm going to have to refresh.
Yeah.
Is what it comes down to. I'm curious if this means Menken's back. No announcement about that, but I would love to get Menken back on a Disney feature film. Just saying.
I assume Amy Adams, but
I assume as well, but it's Disenchanted, so who knows? Like, sounds like everything went badly. I'm sure by the end things will be fine.
Yeah.
And you know who I just for a second in my head thought was in that movie, and then I was like, oh no, that was just the Oscars. Kristen Chenoweth. Remember when she performed it on the Oscars? You don't remember?
Nope.
She performed the nominated songs on the Oscars, and so for a second I thought she was in the movie. Nope, she's not.
But she could be.
Patrick Dempsey, Amy Adams, Susan Sarandon, Idina Menzel apparently, and James Marsden. I love James Marsden. So we'll see who comes back. I assume all of them will. Maybe not Susan Sarandon. We'll see. Although she was killed, right? Was the dragon killed?
So.
Probably dead.
I think it fell out of a building.
Oh, possibly
In New York.
Possibly dead. Because let's face it, a lot of Disney villains die by falling, and we never really see their remains. That's all I'm saying. And nice segue.
Except Tarzan.
Except Tarzan, that's right. Nice segue to Disney Descendants, of course, with the Disney villains. They got like a spin-off.
Mm-hmm.
Are they getting a sequel, actually? A live-action sequel? can't remember if I've heard that. It's one of those things I kind of just assume is happening.
It's probably gonna happen.
Descendants.
There was a Teen Beach movie too. I'm sure there'll be a Descendants.
Did you ever see that?
Nope.
I never saw it either. I can't even hum a song from it. Not our demographic. Why did we watch Descendants?
I don't like it.
Cause no, you did not.
I still have only seen it once.
Okay, he didn't like it that much. Kenny Ortega, I guess, is the reason why. And Disney villains are cool. But Disney Descendants Wicked World is happening on the Disney Channel.
It's animated.
It's an animated series. Some of the original cast is coming back to do the voices for it. I guess not a surprise, but I was a little surprised by it. I was like, oh, I wonder if that was the plan from the beginning.
I don't think so.
No.
But it did really well.
It did very, very well. I wonder if it'll be a musical TV show. I don't know. Anywho, I think that's it as far as news is concerned. Do you have any other news you want to mention before we get on to our fabulous trivia?
Halloween!
Halloween is so close. We're in the week before Halloween. We're going to do a whole episode about Mickey's Halloween Party and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which at that point, we will have both experienced Mickey's Halloween. I will have done Mickey's Not So Scary. Very excited about both. So make sure you tune in for that. But I think that means it's
Trivia time!
Okay, would you like to hit me first?
Nope.
Nope, I'm going to hit you. Okay. Well, we were talking earlier about the Good Dinosaur preview at the Disney Hollywood Studios, and I mentioned how that is closing on December 5th. That date means something very important to the Walt Disney Company, and I'm wondering if you know what December 5th is.
Walt's birthday?
Yes. Walt's birthday. And do you know how old he would be this year?
92.
114.
I was off.
He was way off. December 5th, 1901 is Walt Disney's birthday. So, yeah, 114 years old.
Still kicking.
No, he's not.
Oh.
The company is, though.
He died?
He died. December 15th, 1966.
Oh, that was...
It was sad.
Soon.
Yeah, he was only 65. 10 days after his 65th birthday.
That was just like last week.
No, it wasn't recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They talk about it in that documentary, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watching.
Oh, God. Anywho, that yes, you're right. It is Walt's birthday, 114th birthday. Happy birthday, Walt. Yay.
Yay.
Not yet. December 5th. 5. Yep. I know somebody, this is a total tangent here, but I know a kid who was born on December 5th, 6, 7 years ago. And I so badly wanted the parents to name her Ariel. And they didn't. They named her Charlotte. I think
After Charlotte's Web.
which has nothing to do with Disney. They should have named her. And then that little girl's what should she aunt was born on December 15th. Walt's
Birthday.
no, the day that Walt died. So we got the birthday and death in the same family. Weird tangent, I know. True story though. Anywho, do you have a trivia question for me?
I do.
Let's hear it.
Since we were talking about Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
and since Halloween is the time for all the villains to come out,
Mm-hmm.
and since the mistress of all evil, Maleficent, is like the #1 villain,
Yeah.
do you know the name of her raven?
Oh no. Cremshaw.
No.
No, I made that up. Does he or she have a name?
Mm-hmm. Begins with a D.
A D. Doris.
No.
Drake.
No.
Give me 2 more guesses.
It's
D.
Halloween-y named.
It's Halloweeny name. Demon.
You're so close.
Demona. Demono.
No.
Diminu. Is the word demon in it, or is demon cut short?
It's close.
I'm giving the abbreviated version. Demon. I don't know. What is it?
Diablo.
Oh, devil. Okay. Diablo. Okay.
Diablo.
I wasn't that close. Jeez.
Well, like demon, devil.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You're close.
Spanish.
Spanish. Is it Spanish?
Hispanic, I think.
Hispanic,
Diablo,
Diablo.
I believe. Yes. Wow. So wait, it's like Diablo.
Mhm.
Okay. I accept that. Sounds good. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for us this week. Don't forget to connect with us on social media at places like... Now you're going to test me? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube. I think that's everything. Tumblr, not MySpace, and not Friendster. And you can find all of that at DisneyCoastToCoast.com. Have a fantastic week, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye!
Thanks for listening to Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
And because of all of this Star Wars goodness, and of course we've discussed Star Wars Land happening already, there have been some big announcements about some closures that are coming to Disneyland.
Yes.
This is big stuff, folks.